Hello, everyone. Totally T-Mac, Tony McEwing here with news you can use. I think I'm correct here when I say a lot of us, if not most of us, charge our phones overnight while we are sleeping. I mean, it's easy, it's convenient, and our mobile devices are fully charged and ready to go when we wake up in the morning. Well, that's all well and good, but now Apple specifically is issuing a warning about charging your phone overnight, or at the very least, how and where you charge your phone. Stick around because I'm going to tell you the no-nos of charging your phone while you sleep and why. Now, let me just say this from the very start. Even though it's Apple issuing this warning, it really doesn't matter whether you have an iPhone or an Android. These rules still apply, so listen up. Let's face it, many of us are guilty of exercising, shall we say, bad habits when it comes to using our phones. But some practices are certainly worse than others, and some are just downright dangerous. And this one is right at the top of the list. Now, Apple is sounding the alarm for people who sleep with their phones on charge. Now, you may not be guilty of doing that, but apparently a lot of people are. Now, Apple and other phone manufacturers, as well as fire officials, would prefer that you charge your phone during the day rather than at night, just in case, something goes wrong. But it's especially dangerous if you do it while your phone is in bed with you while you're sleeping. Now, if the phone is covered up and is unable to ventilate properly, like it's, under a pillow or a blanket, you're just asking for trouble. This apparently very common mistake could lead to dangerous overheating that could not only damage your phone, but worse yet, could even start a fire. In a special memo on its website, Apple specifically warns that users should avoid prolonged skin contact with the charging cable and connector when they're hooked up to a power source because it may cause discomfort or even injury. The memo emphatically states that sleeping or sitting on the charging cable or connector should be avoided. And it goes on to state furthermore, use common sense to avoid situations where your skin is in contact with a device, its power adapter, or a wireless charger when it's operating or connected to a power source for long periods of time. Indeed, fire officials say the danger is palpable because you can't smell anything when you're asleep. So if it starts to burn, the fire may not wake you up right away. But even scarier than that, authorities say it only takes 3 breaths of toxic fumes to knock you unconscious. And lots of people, unfortunately, use cheap or faulty chargers that are much more unsafe to begin with. Bottom line here, be warned and be careful. So, what about you? Have you been guilty of sleeping with a charging phone, or do you know someone who does? Feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Also, like and share the channel and the video with others. And as always, have an absolutely fantastic day. And I'll see you on the next Totally T-Mac with more news you can use.